When the Lexington Police Department was built in 2002, our Criminal Investigation Division was composed of a division commander, a detective supervisor, and 2 detectives. Our current space was designed with 3 cubicles for detectives and then separate offices nearby for supervisors. Over the last 23 years, this division has grown to 11 officers, to include 6 detectives, a crime scene investigator, victims advocate, 2 detective supervisors, and a division commander. We've nearly quadrupled in size as a division, and yet the area where our detectives work is still the same size, and we have run out of space to grow. The current cubicles that we've used for over 20 years are a mismatched collection of units purchased as hand-me-downs from a local business. These cubicles do not fit together efficiently, resulting in unusable space and inadequate soundproofing between desks. We have tried to accommodate growth with additional desks to this room, which is restricting the work area of all the detectives. We are now using a small triangular-shaped closet space as an office, and our victims advocate works nearby in the town hall area of the building, which has her detached from our division. We're excited about the possibility of an expansion and improvement of the Criminal Investigation Division, since the plan that we have seen so far would give all detectives office areas that maximize space and would support future growth. It would provide more privacy for detectives as they work and allow them to meet with individuals at their desks, which is not currently possible. This renovation would turn our photo darkroom, which has been made obsolete by advancements in technology, into 2 office spaces by using this space along with repurposing what is now a hallway. This plan would also create a larger office for a supervisor or our victims advocate, along with a walk-in closet for needed storage. Lastly, with this renovation, we would have a dedicated conference area, which we don't currently have, and this would allow for division meetings and where detectives will collaborate on investigations.
Currently, we have over 42,000 items held in evidence, and for some cases, such as homicide or robbery, we are required to store this evidence indefinitely. Cases like this take up significant space, which is already limited. This accumulation of physical evidence has led to lack of storage, and there's no longer space to properly manage all the items. This potentially affects the chain of custody and compromises the integrity of the evidence. If the evidence is damaged, a case could be dismissed or lost at trial. Year to year, our department takes in over 4,000 pieces of evidence while being proactive in removing items as cases are adjudicated. The highlights from this renovation would more than double our space for storing evidence while also installing a pass-through evidence locker system with lockers for electronic devices and refrigerator space for biosensitive items. A larger space will allow for proper storage, organization, and help with long-term needs.
Part of having a professional law enforcement agency is having well thought out spaces for officers to work and learn from. With our growth over the last 22 years, along with significant changes in technology, equipment, and how our officers work, comes the need for us to revision and renovate our patrol division area as we look towards the future. This space is essential as our patrol division is used for shift change, training sessions, meeting with supervisors, along with areas for our officers to work. The majority of the space within the patrol division is being taken up with several large, high-walled cubicles. There's currently not a dedicated space for shift change and group learning. Our supervisors have a challenging time with having 6 or more officers in their office and need a dedicated shift change and learning area. The proposed design and renovations would be a solution to several of the issues, with removing the current cubicles and replacing them with smaller workstations. This change would open up the room and allow us to have a conference area that will be large enough for officers to meet for shift training and group learning. These renovations are essential and will provide room for us to grow in the future.